So in case you missed it, a couple days ago, Donald Trump was at a barbershop in the Bronx, New York. And in this segment, he answered two very important questions that I think people should be interested in. Federal taxes and what he'll do differently if reelected. Listen to this.
By the way,
all right, brother.
Thank you. Go ahead.
What do you have for the president?
Mr. Trump, my biggest concern is the future and the future generation,
Right.
my kids' generation.
Yeah.
A lot of people are worried that attaining the American dream at this point in time and in the near future is going to be unattainable for this upcoming generation, which I have kids that are part of that generation.
How many kids you have?
I have two, a 17 and an 18-year-old.
Good.
Now, I believe one of the biggest hurdles we have when it comes to attaining that American dream is overtaxation.
Yeah.
When it comes to federal taxes,
Right.
Yep.
I know we're going to bring back. I'm sure you're going to start back up the pipeline,
Right.
the Keystone Pipeline,
In 2 minutes.
which is going to generate an abundance of revenue.
Right.
Also, with the tariffs that you've spoken of. So my question is, with all this extra revenue
Yeah.
we're going to be bringing into the country, so do you believe at some point in time we could find a way, once the country's back on its feet and getting enough revenue and paid off our debt, do you
Yeah.
think it's possible to find a way to eliminate federal taxes for?
There is a way. There is a
and
way.
how do you feel about
You know,
it?
in the
What
old
steps would you
days,
take?
when we were a smart country, in the 1890s and all, this is when the country was relatively the richest it ever was. It had all tariffs. It didn't have an income tax.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Now we have income taxes, and we have people that are dying. They're paying tax, and they don't have the money to pay the tax. No. In the old days, 1890, 1880, we had so much money, they had to set up committees, blue ribbon committees, how to spend our wealth. We had no idea how to spend it with so much money. Then we went to the income tax system, and the rest is sort of history. But no, there is a way. I mean, if what I'm planning comes out, it's a great question, by the way.
Everyone could attain the
You're a pretty
American
sophisticated cat, you know.
Everyone could attain the American dream if it wasn't for the high cost, the burden of high taxes, and we're
Everything.
taxed at every step of the way.
Yeah.
When we make it, when
And
we spend
regulations. And regulations. So
Absolutely.
I cut more regulations in 4 years than any other president by 4 times. Yeah, let's go. You would ask one question.
What is one thing that you probably feel like you didn't do in your first term that you feel like you could do better now?
I'll tell you the one thing, because I did, look, we had the best economy with the best border. We had so I did a lot of good stuff, rebuilt the military. It's all about people. I got to get the right people. You know, when I went there, I won. 92% of the presidents, 92% for the whole history of our country were politicians. 8% were generals. No admirals. 8% were, that's it. That's 100%. 92 and 8. They were politicians and they were generals. General Washington, et cetera, et cetera. George Washington. Thank you. You're doing very good at that. I'm just going to sign this out. Give me
I got longer arms than you.
Yeah, you do have longer arms. So here's what we do. We take all of that and we come, and here comes Donald Trump down the line. And so it's about people. It's all about people. I went to Washington 17 times in my entire life. So I wasn't a Washington person. I was a New York person. So when I went to Washington, all of a sudden I'm standing in the White House opposite the Lincoln bedroom. And I said, man, this is so amazing. But I didn't really know too many. So I had to rely on people to give me recommendations for people, to run agencies, to be secretary of this, secretary of that, all big stuff. And I didn't know anybody. I had to rely. And I still did great. Look, we rebuilt the military. We knocked out ISIS. We did all these things. We did great. We had the best economy. We had the best everything. Everything was good. But I had some people that if I had it to do again, I wouldn't have used. Now I've been there 4 years, plus another 4 that I'm sort of there in a way. I know the best people. To me, it's all about people. You got to have the right people. We have the best people lined up. We're going to do a great job. Listen, so I'm going down to see the Wall Street Journal. If I had my choice, I'd stay with you for 2-3 hours because you guys are great. You guys are the same as me. It's the same stuff. We were born the same way. I grew up in Queens and all of that. I mean, I had a great father. I had a father who was a great guy. He was tough but good, big heart, big heart. And he was a construction guy, pretty much, and a real estate guy. And I learned a lot from him. He was great. But I know you people so well. Without knowing you, I know you so well. When I walked in here, I said, this is home territory. And I really appreciate it. And you are fantastic. I bet he's a fantastic father. Take care of that guy, right?
I think we got time for one more,
Okay,
Mr. President. Go ahead,
Mr.
brother.
President, Are there things that?
Is he a good barber too?
Yeah.
Who's better, you or him as a barber? How long have you worked here?
11 years.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Could he give me a good haircut, Jim?
You gonna do it?
That's the master right there.
Who's the master? Is he the
Man
best?
Right there.
These are oldest guys. 35 years. I've been coming in 35 years.
He looks like a young guy.
Yeah.
I've been coming to him since
Good job. You did a good job with your boy, I'll tell you, right?
Yeah.
You did a good job with your son, huh?
He's a great kid.
He's doing
Love it.
good.
I'm proud of
And do you
him.
have other kids too?
Yeah, I got four altogether. 2 girls and 2
All
boys.
good. I'll bet all good.
They're
Right?
all doing great.
I can look at him and see that
Yeah.
you all
I'm
turned
happy.
back there.
I'm in peace.
Do they work here too at all?
No. One of them works with him in his restaurant.
Who that works with me?
Oh, good. What do you do?
I'm a real estate investor and I own a
Good.
restaurant and a bar.
Good, great. You look great.
I'm here next to the president. I gotta look great.
President, I think we can say here collectively, I met all these guys today for the first time, but we all love America just like you. And that's why we're here.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Mr.
Really
President.
nice. Thank you. Thank
for
you.
giving us-
Okay, all I'm gonna say is I'm okay paying taxes. I'm fine paying taxes as long as our genius elected officials spend the money with common sense. I mean, for example, how can they send this amount of money, billions of dollars, to other countries just like that, when we have, according to the CNBC report, more than 37 million Americans living in poverty? How, sir? What are you smoking? You let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I like Donald Trump's ideas. God bless you and your family. God bless Donald Trump. Catch you on the next one.